History is a lie. How was Louis XIV, nicknamed the Sun King, described? From Londinium Redivivum, published in 1803, we have a description of a painting of Louis XIV in the British Museum. Quote, Louis XIV in a large wig, arched eyebrows, aquiline nose, and brown complexion, in a blue fez and armor, a truncheon in the right hand, resting on a pedestal which supports his helmet, the left arm on his hip. End quote. Louis, or as the English would say Louis, is described as having a brown complexion, a far cry from the portraits we are shown in mainstream history panels or media like Wikipedia. King Louis is believed to have had a daughter out of wedlock named Louise Marie Therese. She was placed in a convent early in her years and paid a dowry. The sources are well presented by the king's monologue on YouTube.
The king bore a startling resemblance to the child, which was noted by Voltaire in his works titled Le siècle de Louis, which translates to the century of Louis XIV. He states,
"It was suspected with much likelihood that a nun of the Abbey of Moray was his, the king's daughter. She was extremely swarthy and resembled him. The king gave her 20,000 écus for a dowry, placing her in this convent."
So here we have evidence that the king supported her upkeep, suggesting quite clearly that he was taking personal responsibility for the child's nurturing, something no male monarch would do for a child resulting from the acts of a philanderous wife.
We don't just have sources of his alleged daughter and himself being described as extremely swarthy and brown complexion. We also have multiple sources describing his father, Louis XIII, from famous short stories and episodes by Alexandre Dumas. Quote, Louis XIII had a long, sad face with black mustachios and brown complexion. End quote. So here we have it. Louis XIV himself, his alleged daughter, and his father Louis XIII are described as brown complexion. Like and share for more hidden history. And that's why we say,